Hey guys, welcome to White Light Yoga. I am Ruby Fox, and today our focus will be to balance and open our root chakras. This chakra is located at the base of your spine, and when open, it helps filter out stagnant or toxic energies that no longer serve you. Let's use this flow to let all of that go. You'll also feel strength and stability from within and from Mother Earth. So let's take this time to get grounded and back in touch with your physical self. So go ahead and grab your mat, take a seat, and let's get started. All right, let's go ahead and get started in a nice seated position, sitting nice and tall, as if there was a string coming out the top of your head, pulling your spine up, lengthening. And just take a moment to find your breath and bring yourself to this moment, clearing your mind. Now go ahead and extend your legs out, placing your fingers just under your sit bones and flexing your feet, pressing into your palms and opening your chest, bringing your gaze up towards the sky. Make sure you're keeping space between your shoulders and your ears, and really just opening your body. And take a nice big breath in, raising your arms up, and from your hips, go ahead and hinge forward to a forward fold. Reaching as far as you can, if that's the top of your thighs or your ankles or wherever you can fold to, that's perfectly fine. Just try and keep your spine extended and straight as much as possible. And then on each exhale, see if you can bring your body a little bit closer to the tops of your legs. And go ahead and rock on forward to all fours. Align your knees so they're under your hips. Your wrists are aligned under your shoulders. And then tuck your toes and slowly raise your hips up to down dog. First down dog is always a little bit tight, so if you need to walk your legs out a little, get some motion in, that's perfectly fine. Pressing into your palms, and then go ahead and step forward before slowly rolling your body up into mountain pose. Roll those shoulders back, opening your chest, grounding down in through your feet, shining through your palms. Inhale, arms up, and slowly hinge forward, folding forward again. And again, wherever you can reach is perfectly fine. If that's your ankles, if you have a block in front of you, that's great too. And then you can release, hanging onto your elbows and just really rocking back and forth, letting the top part of your body be completely limp. Just really getting that nice decompression of the spine. Slowly roll back up to mountain. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, come down into chair. So you're kind of squatting down into your hips, keeping your knees together, your belly is in. And your arms can really be wherever is comfortable here. If it's up and out like I have, that's great. If you need some extra support with your hands on your legs, that's fine too. And then bring that right hand to the outside of your left knee, twisting to a revolved chair. And then coming to the other side, left hand on the outside of your right knee, and your right fingers are fully extended up towards the sky. And again, your gaze can be anywhere that's comfortable here. You don't have to be looking up. If you can, great, but you don't have to. Come back to neutral and roll back up to mountain pose. Fold forward one more time. And now you can stay towards the top of your mat facing that way, but I'm just facing you so you can see better. We're going to go into tree pose, so start to put all of your weight in your left foot, bringing any weight off of your right. And when you're ready, you can bring that right foot up to the inside of your left leg. Your foot can be anywhere on the inside of your leg, or even as a kickstand. Just try not to put your foot on the inside of your knee. And also your hands can be however is good for you, at your heart, above your head. Try and find a focus point so that you can keep your balance. Go ahead and lower that foot, and we're going to go directly to the other side. So now start to bring your weight into your right foot. And when you're ready, you have your focus point out in front of you. Go ahead and press that left foot into your right leg. Make sure you draw your belly button into your spine. And just feel how strong your body is in this moment. Go ahead and drop that foot down. We're going to come back to mountain. And fold forward, bring your hands down and step back to plank. Go ahead and push off your toes, slowly lower down, press into your hands, untuck your toes, come up to upward facing dog, and then raise your hips up, pressing into your palms, downward facing dog. Just keeping your chest nice and heavy. And then with your right foot, you're going to go ahead and raise that right foot up. And then bring that foot down in between your hands and start to lower down into a low lunge or crescent pose. You want to keep your ankle under your knee or in front of your knee. That's really important to not lunge too far forward over your ankle, just to protect your knee. Let's see how my knee there is directly above my ankle. And then fold back into a half split. So your front foot is now flexed. And your hips should be square to the top of your mat. Just really getting a nice stretch in the hammy part of your right leg. Go ahead and step back to downward facing dog. We're going to get ready to go to the other side. So raising the left foot up and then stepping that foot forward in between your hands. Making sure you're aligned before lowering that right leg down to the ground. And pressing up into that low lunge. And then come on back to that half split. You can see a little bit better now that stretch that happens on that outer leg closest to us. And then step back forward, coming back to downward facing dog. You're going to drop on down to your belly, bringing your legs out wide, and we're going into a sort of frog pose. So with your knees about the width of your mat, you're grabbing your feet, or at least reaching for them. It's sort of like a wide-legged bow pose. You're just gently pulling your feet a little bit closer to your hips, but keeping your knees on the mat. And if this is a little too much for you today, that's fine. Go ahead and press back into your hands, upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. And step forward, again slowly rolling up to mountain pose. Shoulders back. Now again, you stay facing forward, but I'm just facing you so that you can see better. We're going to just take a moment to bring our minds back, grounding down through your feet, really feeling the earth supporting you under each toe. You can leave your arms out like I am here, or raise them on up and bring your hands to your heart. Just make sure you're feeling that ground supporting you, keeping your chest open, your heart open. I like to keep my gaze up here. All right, now go ahead and raise your arms back up towards the sky, and we're going to squat down into garland pose. The goal is to have your feet flat, but you'll see I'm not even there yet. So just as low as possible, you want to have your spine straight, your chest is up and open, your belly is pulled in, and your elbows are on the insides of your knees. If you need to place your hands down in front of you or on a block, that's perfectly fine. Keep your tailbone pointed down towards the earth. Go ahead and bring your hands down, knees down, and we're going to go into child's pose. So your big toes are together, your knees are the width of the mat, and then you press back into your hips, lowering your body in between your legs and extending out through your arms and fingers. Forehead's right there on the mat. Keep your chest and body nice and heavy. And for a better stretch of your triceps, you can bring your hands to a prayer and then bring them over your head. Go ahead and raise back up to all fours and kind of sit back so that we can lay back, core nice and tight as you lower down, pinning your shoulders back onto the mat. And then you're going to raise your legs up, reaching for the bottoms of your feet for happy baby. So you're sort of creating a little bit of tension in between your hands and your feet. You're not pushing your legs down, but you are holding them down, if that makes sense. You can really have your hands on either side of your feet, inside or outside, and then you can rock back and forth for a little bit of a lumbar massage, or stay still. Whatever feels better for you today. It's perfectly fine. And bring your feet together and lower them down. As we come into our final resting pose, you can start to sort of shake your legs and arms out. If you like to put a pillow under your neck or a blanket over you or anything like that, of course, feel free to do so for Shavasana. But take a second to just sort of do a body scan, starting from your toes, working all the way up to your crown. And as you're scanning, if you find any points of tension, just take a nice big breath in, and as you exhale, melt that away into your mat. Really allowing this ultimate relaxation of the body, mind, and spirit to take place. Breathing naturally here. Feel Mother Earth beneath you and ask her to hold you and give you strength. In your mind, start to surround yourself with your special, most favorite place in nature. Anywhere at all, somewhere lush and green, or maybe sandy and warm. There might be a waterfall, or you're surrounded by beautiful blooming flowers in a meadow. Wherever you are, listen to the birds in the distance or trickling water beside you. Just place yourself there now and feel the strength and freedom within you. Stay here in this place where you're most safe and comfortable. And when you're ready, start to visualize a small, glowing red ball of energy starting at your root chakra, right there at the base of your spine, swirling and growing until eventually it's surrounding your entire body. And from that energy, feel the stability, safety, and grounding energy that Mother Earth provides to us. And whenever you feel like you need to reground yourself, step outside and tell yourself, I am centered and I am strong. I am centered and I am strong. And stay here for a minute in this beautiful place, in this beautiful energy. ready, you can start to wake up your body, wiggle your toes, your fingers. Slowly make your way onto your side in the fetal position. Stay there for a moment before you eventually start to make your way back up to a seated position. No rush, whenever you're ready. When you may feel negative energies creeping back in, remember to tell yourself, I am centered, I am strong. The earth supports you and will keep you grounded always. Remember to feel your beautiful white light radiating from within. You are one with the universe, and you are capable of shining your bright, beautiful light into it and onto those around you. Thank you for joining me today, and namaste. I hope you enjoyed our practice today. Please go ahead and like and subscribe to my page, and also follow me on Instagram at white.light.yoga. Thank you so much. Have a great day.